Show with Cazzy Bee. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Well, I want to say hello and good afternoon to everyone tuned into the promo show. Welcome to another episode of the promo show. We continue with season 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Season 4 of the promo show. This is episode 14. So today, as you can see, it is after 6. I do have a new start time for the promo show. It's we start at 6 p.m. and finish at 7:30. So next Friday, make sure you're tuned in each and every Friday from 6 p.m. until 7:30, right here from CLTV Studios in downtown Stone Mountain. So today, like all shows, welcome to 2025. This is my actually my first show for 2025. So just want to say welcome to everyone tuned in to us on Instagram on Caribbean Live TV. Welcome to everyone tuned in on the Cazzy Bee, on YouTube, on Catch the Buzz, and of course on Bacchanal TV. Welcome to you all, wherever you're tuned in. If you're watching the replay, we are here. Where have you been? Come back. Make sure you're here on Friday. So today is January the 24th. We are still currently in Aquarius season. Actually, we just started Aquarius season. We've just finished with Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn, so all the best. You're a
Hey.
Capricorn too, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, you're not. Okay.
I'm
All right.
Capricorn.
Okay, so Lawrence is a Capricorn. So yes, we just finished with Capricorn season, so we're in Aquarius. So if you are celebrating your birthday today, I want to say happy birthday to you. If you celebrated this week, I want to say happy birthday. We did have a very, very big birthday for a very, very special person. So Mr. Lawrence Prescott, milestone birthday. He was, what were you, 25?
Nope.
Oh, okay, no, he wasn't. So big milestone birthday for Lawrence Prescott. His birthday was the 11th of January, and we celebrated it last weekend. So it was a great celebration. Lawrence was, but for the first time, folks, Lawrence was actually speechless. I don't think he had a lot to say. So that is a good thing. Maybe that is a good thing, turning the big 6-0, huh?
Yes.
That is a good thing. That is a good thing. So God has got you here. We've got a lot more to do. We've got work to do, right? Right? Okay, so happy birthday to Lawrence. If you didn't get a chance to wish him a happy birthday, you can more than welcome to do it now on the feed, or you can just call in, just drop by the studio and just wish him well for 2025 and beyond. And also keep it locked to Caribbean Live TV. Keep it locked to Live 365. You've been listening to us on the radio, on Caribbean Live Radio. The numbers are up, right, Lawrence? The numbers are up. So, Dani, congratulations. You're doing a great job. We see you on Instagram. If you're not following Caribbean Live TV on Instagram, follow Caribbean Live TV. Make sure you tune in every week. We have shows every week, every day of the week. I think Sunday is probably the only day we don't have shows. We did have a show, and it's probably going to come back later on, but every single day there's a show. So you can definitely catch either myself or one of the other presenters or the other hosts and the other shows on this channel. So make sure you keep it locked. Okay. Right. So tonight, as always, we have my special guest is here. She is poised, and let me tell you, she's got a lot to say. She is going to tell you all about finances. So one of the things I wanted to do for this year, for 2025, is have a series of topics. So why not start with financial? Let's talk about finances. We are in tax season as well. So we are going to be talking to tax specialists. We've got financial specialists. We've got, on my other show, I've been doing a series on wellness. So make sure you tune in to next week, because we are continuing with that. It's all about thriving in 2025. That is the theme, thrive in 2025. So we are starting with the lovely Karen Jenkins. She is here. I'm going to switch all the cameras on her in a moment. But Karen is here to talk to us from a company called GFI. It's Global Financial Impact. And, I've read about some of this. I've actually been on one of the calls, so I know this is something that we could all learn from. It's definitely something that you should want to take notes, or at least, make sure you've got some sort of inputs, just knowledge. It's all about the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, you're going to know what to do, how to do it, when to do it. So it's about the knowledge. And I'm so pleased that Karen is here to educate us a little bit and tell us a little bit about finances and how we could really stretch that dollar. With the new president, and I can't even say the name right now, but with the new president on board, there are, as you can see, a lot of changes. A lot of changes are coming down the pipeline. So at the end of the day, it seems like it's a, fend for yourself type of thing that we're going to have to do for the next 4 years. So we need to get ourselves started. We need to get ready and, stay ready. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the lovely Karen Jenkins.
Wow.
Hi, Karen.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. I am wonderful.
You
Need to always be prepared. So yes. And I'm so happy to be here, Lawrence. I didn't hear about your birthday. I did say I didn't get an invitation, but he had a real good
when did I
comeback.
start?
He had a good comeback, you know.
What did he say? He's having a part two?
Sort of,
No?
kind of.
Okay, I thought so.
You know, but happy birthday. It's always a pleasure to be around Lawrence. You know, somebody who I respect so much, and so great to actually be here, you know, in the studio. So,
Well, let me say this: you're actually no stranger to Caribbean Live TV.
No,
Okay, but I think
no.
let me just roll it back a little. We first met you when you were at our community day.
Yes.
About three years ago, maybe
Yeah.
4.
Oh, 4 years.
Yeah,
ago.
about 4 years
Yeah.
ago when you
Yeah.
were at our community day, and I remember seeing all the wonderful things you had. I was like, oh my gosh, you were probably like one of the first vendors to sign up. You got everything together. You signed everything that needed to be signed. You were like so on board, and here we are 4 years later.
Because again, you know, you have to be prepared.
Yes.
So after COVID, I decided to, you know, get my life into a different direction.
Mhm.
And that direction was about doing business, right?
Yes.
Getting out of corporate America and starting my own business.
Mhm.
So the first business that I started was just something that I really, really love, which is home decor. So people
Yes.
may know me. I had a home decor store in the Fulton industrial area. And you know, Lawrence was just talking to me about it. He came and filmed something there, and was like, that store was just so beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
It was
items.
really, really
Mhm.
nice. And God just propelled me a little bit further into food. So now having Andrea's Caribbean,
And
you know, my
seafood, I
next
love it.
seafood is my next, you know, baby. I'd love to cook, love to feed people. When people come into the restaurant, it's like when they, you know, taste that oxtail, right? You see something different happening to their faces.
Yeah.
But, you know, as a Caribbean, Jamaican Black woman, our culture is all about growth.
Yes.
Our culture is all about doing something and doing it big, making it well done. So I was, you know, it's in my DNA.
Mhm.
Anything I do it with diligence. I do it, you know, with, you know, growth, you know, development. You know, if you're not growing, you're not going anywhere. So you have to set yourself up to grow.
Yeah. And that is so true to your stores, you were saying, because I was there not so long ago, and let me tell you, the store grew.
Yes.
The store itself grew because she's got food, and then you also have groceries, and then some of the decor as well. So
Yes.
you've expanded.
I've expanded
Since you opened.
and I've opened just 2 years, right?
That's
so
amazing.
After 1 year,
Yeah.
you know, having an opportunity and being blessed with customers, because there's nothing you can do with this type of business without having customers.
Yes.
So my customers blessed me, and I was able to propel and open another unit and expand it there, and it's just a blessing.
Yeah.
God is behind everything. I can't do anything without him.
That's
So
right.
I am
That's
so
right. So if you
grateful.
haven't been to the store, it's Andrea's Caribbean and Seafood Restaurant. It's right there at the corner of
Fulton
Campbellton?
Industrial and
Okay.
Campbellton Road.
That's
Yes.
right. Fulton Industrial and Campbellton.
Yes.
Great food, and probably one of the only places that sells seafood patties, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because, you know, for somebody like me, I've decided that this year, you know, I stopped eating meat and chicken. And every place that you go, that's all they sell
That's all
is
they
beef
sell.
patty, chicken patty.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody sells seafood
Yes.
apart from Andrea. So,
Yes.
so
Yes.
thank you for doing that.
Yes. So check me out, andreascaribbean.com. Jump online, come out and visit us.
Yeah.
But today I'm here
Yes.
to talk about something different.
Yes. And that's
Again,
another thing. You have to be able to pivot and have multiple streams of income. It's not
Yes.
just about one.
Yes.
So when Karen mentioned what she's doing with in the financial space, I was like, wow,
Yes.
wow, I'm really, really interested. So wealth building.
Yes. So for me, it's really about education.
Mhm.
What I took myself to learn, and from what I know is happening out there, because I've been in corporate America, I've been in HR for a very long time, understanding payroll. I've, you know, worked at Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, you know, wherever, quite a few places. and knowing what we are, our jobs are, and the amount of information that they're supposed to give us about our retirement, it's not there.
Yeah.
And I took time to, go through the courses, get certified and learn about wealth building, what it takes to retire. Are we really, as a people, looking at how we're retiring? Because now we're seeing that, the boomers are going out, right? So where we are now is how we're preparing our children to do better than what we're doing now.
Yeah.
What legacy are we leaving them? I watched a video the other day and it was talking about your last name. Your last name is everything, right? The Rockefellers do it. The McDonald's do it. When you talk about the last name, it says a lot. Rolls Royce is a last name. What are you doing building wealth for your children? And a lot of people may say, hey, I don't have to do that for my kid. Let them go out there and learn for themselves. We have to figure out how we can break that
whole generational
curse to say, hey, what are we leaving for our kids, right? And I know with the economy that we have now, it maybe is not something that is so favorable, but you got to do a little. A little can mean a lot. And how that can happen, I'm here to tell you guys that life insurance, okay? Life insurance is a magnitude of legacy. Something that we look at, because our people look at life insurance as a liability, right? And not as savings.
Right.
And there is savings in life insurance. So sometimes when people talk to us about life insurance, we're like, later. But life insurance is really not about, there's different, portfolios out there within the life insurance industry. How we're making use of them. Life insurance can give you tax-free retirement. Tax-free retirement.
Yeah.
Right? So you can set up a portfolio where, you're putting in, cash money, that is already taxed. Everything you do, you get taxed. But that money is already taxed, and you put it into what's called an index universal life insurance policy.
Okay.
The growth within 10, 20 years is massive.
Wow.
Massive.
So when you say you can put some money in, what sort of ages are we talking about? Is it people in their 20s, in their 30s?
From their baby, 0.
Okay.
I just did a policy for somebody.
Wow.
Baby
born.
So
a young person, a baby can have a life insurance.
We call it $1 million baby.
Wow. Nice.
So people who have money and understand life insurance, right? That's what they do for their children. So their children have a legacy. Where is our legacy for our children? What are we leaving for them? So when these children reach, 18 and they're going to college, what some of the things we're doing now, we're going and we're putting in money into a fund called, I think it's 457, right? So we learn 401k. I'm not even going to do a lot of touching on 401k. They will learn this education. People do Global Life, or one of them where you put this money in. But that money can only be used for education, for going to university.
Okay.
We're living in a different era now. Kids don't want to go to college anymore. Kids are now, they want to do their business. So how do you, they want to play sports. They want to do it. So how do you now take that money and rechannel that money to do something else? You can't do it because that's what the policy was built for. When you can have something where it's open, where you can get that money, this cash value that building up in that policy, you can take it out whenever you want to, right? And then you can take it. Maybe they want to buy their first home when they're 30 years old.
So they're able to take the money out when
Yes.
they start to build their life insurance. So you can borrow from yourself.
Correct.
So you're basically giving yourself
Correct.
a loan and not have to go to the bank and pay,
Yes.
high interest.
So yes, I'll be touching on just a few things because we could be here for 6 hours.
We'll do a part 2.
Yeah. So, so that's one aspect of it. And we talk about banking, right? You touch on something very, very important. Rich people do not put their money in the bank.
Wow.
The reason is FDIC only insure your money at 250,000. And a lot of people's not going to open 50 million bank account to put their money in and so forth and so on, right? But what's interesting about that is the bank do not give you any money on your money. Who has $100,000 sitting in the bank, $200,000? And at the end of the year, when you look at the statement that you get, they will send you a statement
probably get just
to say they give you a.
Not even that.
Girl, check that by 0.01%.
Wow.
And they still give you a statement that they give you the $2 on your 100,000, exaggerating there, but it's a small amount.
Yeah.
They still give you a statement that they give you that money that you have to send in because they're going to set you have to pay taxes
right?
on it.
You pay taxes on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, Uncle Sam is going to get
no matter
any amount, whatever
Correct.
you're trying to say, whether you're saving it, spending it, buying a house, Uncle Sam's still going to get it anyway.
Yes. So with that being said, we have to also learn about the banks and what the bank does. When you take money to the bank, if you take $50,000 to the bank today, that $50,000, if you try to get it back the next day, you're not going to get it back.
No. Yeah.
Because the money is not sitting down there. Do you know that Bank of America, just using one bank, Bank of America's two largest assets for them to make billions of dollars, 42% of Bank of America's asset is in life insurance. They take your money and they put it in life insurance and make billions of dollars.
So they're making money off of your money. Okay.
So if you Google BOLI, which is bank-owned life insurance, it would tell you all about what the bank does with your money.
Okay.
So if the bank is doing it,
homework for me. BOLI.
If the bank is doing it, if the bank is doing it, why are you putting the money there?
Wow.
Put your money in a vehicle where you can earn interest upwards of 13 to 18, sometimes 24, depends on the market, right?
Yeah.
But one of the things within the IUL, the Index Universal Life, is that when the market goes up, this is a shelter. The market goes up, you get the high end of the market, always.
Okay.
But if the market goes down, like what happened in 2008, it flattens to zero. So you'll never lose a dollar.
Okay.
That's the difference.
You will lose.
You will not lose a dollar.
Okay.
You don't lose a dollar. That's how your portfolio is set up, right?
Yeah.
When the market goes up, you will get the money. It's there. That's what it's for. But if the market flattens, you can see on your statements, it would never go below a zero.
Wow.
So your account will never be negative, right? Yeah. So this is wealth building. This is, getting to, a policy that gives you this is out there. Secondly, even with putting your money in a bank, yes, your money can channel through the bank because the life insurance doesn't have a bank account or a card that you can use. So what you do is, again, your bills, whatever that may be. And then what you would do, the monies that you have sitting down to say, hey, I'm saving my money, emergency funds or whatever the case may be, put that in a policy.
Yeah.
And keep putting that every month in a policy. You would be, because your policy grows, right, with compound interest.
Yeah, so
that's the difference.
It's an investment on the whole.
Yes.
Because you can use it later on.
Yes.
And you can take it out. You can borrow from yourself. You can give yourself a loan.
Borrowing from yourself that you don't have to pay back. Because a policy of that nature, what it does, it comes with a death benefit, right? So with the death benefit, you can borrow your own money from your own self. So you're saving your money. You want to buy something. You don't have to go get use your credit card. You don't have to go to the bank to try and borrow money because that's how the bank love when you borrow money from them because that interest, compound interest that they charge you, that's how they're making their money.
Yeah.
So here, what we're saying is you can have that set up where if you, you want to buy a car, you want to pay down on a home or whatever, that money builds up a cash value that you can take out. It takes 24 hours. You put in your information that you're taking this loan out. And remember, you get the money in the form of a loan.
Right.
You never pay taxes on a loan, right? But that loan you don't have to pay back. You never have to pay back.
Yeah.
It has to be structured properly that you don't have to pay back. Because what happened is say you have $1 million, right? And you would have borrowed money up to a certain point. You may, over the course of X amount of years, you may take 100,000 here or 50,000 there. Say over the course of whatever years you have borrowed, 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
What would have happened? God forbid something happened to you. What ended up happening when the insurance company does, whomever is the beneficiary, they take the $500,000 off your death benefit and give your beneficiary the difference.
Right.
Win, 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 win. Why are we not doing this? Education.
It's funny because a lot of people, as soon as they hear the word life insurance, especially young people, they think, well, why do I need that? I don't need that right now. I'm young. I'm not planning on going anywhere, or that sort of thing. But it's actually a benefit because, like you said, when they're ready to buy their first car, they can borrow money from themselves to get their car.
That money's there.
What about down payments? Because I know with the 401, there's some restrictions on taking money out for your mortgage. There's a certain limit. But then after that, they tax you big time.
Yeah, so I was going to touch on that. So 401k.
Mm-hmm.
Remember pension, when pension was around? And what the government did? Got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time, pension was a benefit to us. So anything that is a benefit to us, they figure out, let's get rid of it.
And I think it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Because look who we
So
have.
they set up
Hey.
they set up 401k,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They set up 401k and tell everybody, force the companies that you have to offer this benefit. And I have a girlfriend the other day said, like, she had to get a letter to opt out of it.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because it forced a lot of companies force you to, that the government say, because the government know what they're doing. A 401k goes into this account for you before tax. So when it's going in, it's not tax.
Yeah.
So you get this tax break, right, from your paycheck.
Inverted.
In your, you get a little tax break on your paycheck,
Yeah.
but that money goes in there. And the government allow you, and people stack their 401k.
Yeah.
There's a cap every year, right? Keeps going up, the cap keeps going up. And what happened is the government waits until you retire, right? Because you cannot take any money out of your 401k until you're 59 and a half.
Until you retire.
And if you take anything prior to that, you taxed, and you have a penalty.
Right.
And you can, I think, only a home, I believe the stipulation is you can take it to buy a home. Anything else, if you have an emergency or anything happen to you, you have to, right? You have to take, if anything happens to you, the government tax you.
Yeah, you get taxed heavily.
Heavily.
To take it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get taxed heavily. So if anything happened to you, there's nothing you can do. You can't take the money unless you're taking it out, and then you got to pay it back. That loan has to be paid back because the government wants you that loan to sit back in there. And you know what happened when you retire and you're trying to get the money out, right? What the government will do? Government say, okay, I'm ready for you. You're gonna pay almost 40% of taxes.
Ooh.
So when you think you have
$200,000 trying to withdraw from your 401,
from your 401k,
you pay 40% after.
That's right. So when you're ready for distribution, you retire, and when you're ready for distribution, that's when you pay the taxes on it.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't realize this because when you're signing up in the company, they don't tell anybody that you're going to be taxed later. So when people think that I have this money in retirement and it's okay for me to retire in this money,
forget it.
They end up
That's why you find a lot of people at the age of 60 and beyond still working.
Still working.
End up in Walmart.
Exactly.
Right? Still working hard, real hard.
I don't know that life.
He's yawning over there. I'm talking to you now. I'm talking directly to you.
I retired at 48.
Okay, so people 60 and over still working hard. In fact, I was in Kroger today, and I won't say which one, because if I did, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I was in Kroger today, and I was going to get some orange juice, and there was this lady standing in front of the fridge, and she was wiping the fridge. And the same fridge I needed to go in. She was wiping the fridge.
She's not moving.
Why she's hardly moving and she's wiping this fridge on the
Yeah.
outside. I respect that because she's keeping it clean. But I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, my God, she looked like she was in her 80s.
Yeah.
Wiping this fridge. I'm like, why is she even here?
Yeah.
Why is she even here? So working hard. Because she's gone in the bucket, she's getting the cloth out and she's coming up and I'm thinking, I said, can I just get something out of the fridge?
Yeah. Because how many of
Wow.
us during our age of
Yeah.
40, I'm just gonna say 40 upwards, how many of us talk about retirement?
I
How
did.
do we talk about retirement?
I said I was going to retire this year, in fact. at the end of the 31st of December, 2025.
Are you prepared for your retirement?
Not quite.
Do you know what your FIN number is?
Actually, you know what? I don't, and I need to check it.
Yes.
Yes.
So you need to know what your financial independent number is.
Yes.
And how do you
I'm nowhere
arrive?
near ready to retire, by the
Exactly.
way. Let me just answer that question now. Nowhere near. I literally had to add another 5 years. I wanted to do it 50. Okay, I almost said my age. Another 5 years. And then I might be there.
Yes.
But
So
not
one
now.
of the thing is know what your financial independent number is, right? I call it a FIN number.
So let's write that down, please.
So your FIN number. What the questions that
I'm
you
not
have to
talking about
ask
a fish.
yourself? You're not talking about a
FIN number, okay?
your FIN number. And the questions that you have to ask yourself is, when am I going to retire? Think about it. With everything going on now, am I going to do it at 65? Am I going to do it at 60? Am I going to do it at 70? When am
If
I
I
going to
didn't have
retire?
kids or if I didn't get married, I would have been able to retire at 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I didn't get divorced.
Right.
I
So
spent
that's
a lot of
another
money in my divorce.
that's another leading part of why,
That could have
you
been
know,
invested wisely.
yes. Divorce
But
will
yeah.
kind of break up your retirement.
Oh, word,
Definitely.
word, for sure.
You know, you got to ask yourself that question. When am I going to do it? Then you're going to ask yourself, after I retire, what is it that I want to do?
Real
Right?
talk.
And you're going to say, I want to travel the world. I want to do this. But obviously, because, a lot of people, we're not going to retire and just sit around. We always want to do a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So put a dollar value, right, on each one of the things that you want to do, right? And then you're going to ask yourself, okay, so if this is the money I want to retire with, because I want to do all these things, I want to pay off my bills, my home, whatever your home, what's left in there when you retire, etc. You get all that dollar value. Then you're going to say, okay, where am I now? You're going to look at your portfolio and say, how much insurance I have, how much savings that I have, what do I have, right? Then you're going to find a gap. So when you look at what you should have, what you're going to need, to what you have now, you find that gap. So when you find that gap, you're going to say to yourself then, okay, well, it's not too late. How am I going to get there?
No.
So then you got to sit down with a financial consultant and say, okay, I need to have another $2 million.
Right.
This is what I have. How can I get there?
Yeah.
And this is when we can sit down with you and talk to you about the vehicles where you can have that growth over 10 years, whatever that time span is, etc., where you can put your money that when you finish paying into that policy, then you start taking distribution out and you get X amount per month.
So what if someone doesn't really have, just say they do have that gap that you talk about, and they don't really have any like business or just something. Do they then have to go back to work so that they can now build up,
It
something
depends.
that's
Yes.
okay?
And
So they have to
hopefully
they have to
it
stay
depends on the
in
age,
job.
right? So
Yeah.
we're dealing with age. Time is factor in everything we do, right?
Yeah.
So if you have time, you have time to make it up.
Right.
If you have some money, because some people will say, hey, I have this portfolio, I have this and whatever. Do you have it in the right vehicle where
it can
5
take
years
you money?
later,
Yeah.
I can get another 10,000 on it or another 100,000 on it?
Well, your
Is it
money's
in the right
supposed
vehicle?
to, the ideal plan is having your money
But
make
work
money
for you,
or make
work for you,
work
right?
for you.
So there's vehicle out there to do this, right? So we don't have to think about life insurance about that. And this segue into term life insurance, right?
Okay.
So a lot
Because
of
there are
companies,
different types of life
there are
insurance.
different types
There
of
are
life
lots of different
insurance.
types of life
So
insurance,
people
yeah.
need to educate themselves. So life insurance now, people are not just doing term life insurance anymore.
Mhm.
Now the portfolio is term life with living benefits.
Mm.
Term life with living benefits. Do you have a policy, right, that has living benefits?
Right, right.
What that means is, if you're paying into a term life for years.
Mhm.
People pay into insurance for years and years and years because you need that protection.
Yeah.
What if something happened to you, a terminal illness or chronic illness or whatever, right? You have policies that they're going to continue to collect from you. But is that policy, can you get some money from that policy to pay your doctor bill, to help pay your mortgage or whatever? So term life with living benefits now is going to give you, okay, that benefit where you can get back, some policies get back up to 90% of your face value.
Mm.
Okay, so if
good.
you have a face value of a 100,000 in there, and you have any type of illness, what it will do, they will give you maybe $90,000 from there, and you use that because a lot of times when especially the big C, when people have that, people sometimes die because they're worried, stress of how they're gonna get through
the
life.
stress, yeah.
It's the stress that
Yeah,
a lot
stress,
of times
stress,
get you.
Stress could definitely kill you.
Yes.
Stress leads
Yes.
to
But do you want to have something?
high blood pressure and all these different things.
Yes.
And ultimately.
Yes, and additionally, when you have life insurance at your job, I often say to people, a lot of people may disagree with me, you don't have life insurance. What if you were to leave that job tomorrow?
Yeah. But
That life insurance is gone.
It's gone.
And then
Because you
you're
can't take it with
older,
you.
it's not going to go anywhere with you. Everybody should always have an independent life insurance outside of your job. Your job is a buffer. That's extra.
Yeah.
Always have. And a lot of times, especially, talk to our children. Get
And
policies
the
for your
job,
children.
the job life insurance, because I've got that with my job, but it doesn't go with your
No.
age. It goes
No.
with your salary. So
Exactly.
if you're earning a whole bunch, then
Yes.
yours is higher, and you could be younger
Yes.
than that person. So
And
having it independently is definitely
definitely
the way forward.
So I'm pleading to you guys, look into this. Look into generational wealth. Look into our kids now and what we're doing for them so they don't have to struggle. Right? Look into the fact that, if something happened to our kids, there's a policy out there. Insurance companies are the richest companies in the world right now.
They absolutely
The
are.
richest companies.
Especially just insurance in general, whether it's homes,
Yes.
Cars,
Yes.
people.
Yes. So we don't have to do a GoFundMe to bury our children or our family or whatever. Because especially when you're young, when the kids are young, these policies are you're paying $20, $25, $30, and you can keep the policy for years with the same premium because your premium don't increase. Again, it depends on which policy, right? So this is just the education. This is what we, I want to educate my community.
Where can folks get more information? Where can they get more information from you? How do they follow you if they want more information? What do they do?
So currently, I can be reached, and I'm gonna throw my phone number out there at this point. You can reach me at 770-490-3785.
Okay.
Call me we can have those conversations. We'll get you definitely in the right direction. My website is in motion right now. I'm revamping and rebuilding it, but yes.
Okay, so say that number again.
It's
770-490-3785.
490-3785. Let's talk about where you are and how we can get you there.
Yes, absolutely. So, folks, you heard her loud and clear. So, Karen, thank you so much for giving us the insight into how we can build wealth, because it's very important. That whole we got to close that generation gap. You know what I mean? I know that I'm in real estate, so I know a lot of people. I talk to them about getting, like you said, a legacy. You gotta start owning homes. You gotta leave, your family. Don't be the first in your family to own a home. Let's just do that. So it's kind of a similar thing. So let's continue the conversation.
Yes, I would love
definitely
to.
want to
There's a
continue the
lot more to
conversation.
talk about.
Yes,
Wills and
absolutely.
trusts
Yeah.
and a whole
Absolutely.
bunch more. I want to
Yeah.
share this with my community because we really kind of need to do better.
We do, and I see that Lawrence is interested, and because he's at that age, we should probably do a seminar. No, I'm serious. We should probably do a seminar.
He just spoke to me about it.
Yeah, we should probably do. We think alike.
Yes,
here.
I'm
So
thinking that.
I
yes.
think we should probably do
Yeah.
some sort of a
I'm gonna set it
seminar.
up. Yes.
And then have you come back and talk to the people and just educate them, have them sign up on the spot. That's what I would say.
Yes.
It just makes sense.
Yes,
It just
yes.
makes sense.
And just one quick note, I'm also looking for people, right? So if anyone is interested in getting licensed, helping to share this knowledge, because we have a lot of people, a lot of knowledge to share, definitely reach out to me, 770-490-3785. Be a part of the company. It pays very well. You're paid by the insurance company. You're not paid by anybody's policy. The insurance company pays you. Get involved.
Okay.
So we're recruiting
Dani?
as well. Yes, come on board.
770-490-3785, ladies and gentlemen. So that is Miss Karen
Thank
Jenkins.
you there.
And go and check out her restaurant. I mean, come on. If you like good food, and let me tell you, she's got not just food, she has desserts, biscuits. Hello to everyone watching us.
Right.
Yes. Next time she's gonna bring food. But yes, if we're gonna set up a seminar and Karen's gonna bring some food for the seminar, right? But so Richie Don, hello, Shatta 767. People on Instagram have these weird names.
Leave Shatta alone.
It's the Instagram name. But hello, thank you for joining our live and everyone tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Caribbean Live TV. Hello, everyone. So what we're gonna do now? We'll play. No, okay,
Yeah,
I guess
we'll
not.
play some music.
Okay, we'll play once. Maybe
song.
1.5 song, 1.1 of a song, and just
I'll play all these.
oldies but goodies, and then we're gonna come back with Miss Dani. We've missed Dani.
Yes.
It's been 3 weeks since
I
we
know.
talked about hot
It's so
topics.
long.
I'm always used to doing it over there. Yeah, come on, yeah. Over there. Don't forget. This your house. We know surround.
No, but I'm fixing it.
I'm fixing it. You could have moved over. Sorry. Okay. Yes.
So right now I'm the man she definitely wanna keep. Her ex-boyfriend used to run my job as quick. That's when we fear just that deep.
This is the old but good, right?
You know I'm used to sipping a great goose. I'm pushing a great cool. I'm feeling electric dude. They want to see me in private, but I'm sticking to my white things and great panties under my dick. I'm gonna do it without we get it flexible. We take it big, we can do that. It's right, we're bouncy down to the floor. I'm a giver to hit no I'm in the moral day. When you wanna ride, when I run, I call me. When you wanna slide in, I'm all day. I be in your life, be your lover always. Telling you no lie, we together, you don't stay. Murder, working your body, got to hurt. Jerking your body, started from dating. Pay on the rate, why to the beat? Stop, I say, baby, what's up?
I'm too busy wicked inside. I need a 1, 2, 3, hopping back. I wanted to, you time I took back. Love got to change, but it's just like a bag. I
she prefer. She want a man who make you fly like bird. She want a real one, she don't want to lose. She want to give her a good man the girl. I'm not a bird, but me makes this girl. She want the rocket that belong to the girl. Her ex-boyfriend ain't got the nerve. I'm a rocket and she not get served. So she said, I don't want
all right, folks. I think my mic is up. All right. We are back. Okay, so just a few announcements before we get started with Dani and the hot topics. So coming up on February the 8th, Saturday, February the 8th, we are going to be in Black History Month next month. So we're going to have a lot of Black history to talk about. But if you are in the area on Saturday, February the 8th, come and see your girl, Cazzy Bee. Definitely got to tell you about that. Got to tell you about it. I'm going to be modeling some beautiful African attire at Way Oh Where, right there in the Arbor Place Mall. Okay, 3 doors away from Victoria's Secret. So if you're going to get your lingerie for Valentine's Day, come into the mall the week before, Arbor Place Mall at 67 Douglas Boulevard. That's in the Arbor Place Mall. It's Way Oh Where. I am going to be modeling in the annual fashion show. And the lovely Miss Alma will be on the show next week, telling us a little bit more about the fashion show. And that is for Black History Month. It happens every February. It's a really, really nice store. They have so much that anything that you can think of, from jewelry to clothes to hats to ties, for men, women. My life just ended. Anyway, so make sure you join Miss Alma and myself, along with all the other models. Tonight, the lovely DJ Tony B Promotions presents Capricorn and Aquarius Sneaker Ball. Now, this is a party that was postponed from Friday, the 10th of January, because of the snow. So it is happening tonight over there in Granite at 6420 Old Hillendale Drive. So for more information, check out Tony B at his Instagram page, DJ's Proper English, Tony B, DJ Popsy, DJ M, we love DJ M, Badasha, all in the house tonight. So check that out. Also, we have Sir DJ Charger. Ooh, speaking of the devil. Speaking of the devil appears, like they say. So DJ Charger is having his birthday party tomorrow, January the 25th. He is also a milestone birthday.
Did I get an invitation?
I'm just messing with you. Now, I don't know how old he is, but he's older than 50. He's older than 51. 50. He said 15. You know that is not true. But Sir DJ Charger, the night is called Merge, and it is a domestic merge, because there's people coming from all over to merge and just descend on 71 to 73 Covington Highway, Lithonia, over there at the Ends, Chef Tony Event Hall. So if you have not got your tickets as yet, you can pay at the door, correct? Yes, he says yes. DJ Charge is in the house. So you can pay at the door, and that is happening tomorrow night, January the 25th, Aquarius birthday celebration. And that is Merge. Then on the 26th, if you're not too exhausted, because we got Friday night, we got Saturday night, and then on Sunday, the 26th, we have got big band, Mad Colors Carnival band having their band launch. Again, this was postponed from a couple of weeks ago when we had snow here in the ATL. So Mad Colors having their band launch this Sunday the 26th, and that's over at Bliss Lounge. So make sure you get your tickets for that. Can't wait to see. I saw a little sneak peek of some of the costumes on their Instagram. Ooh, my word. I think there's 5 sections. So it's going to be a really, really good band. It's always a great band launch. I always go to Mad Colors because I know it's going to be good. Now we got Back to Basics. We got DJ Cuts, of course, GT, Unique Sound, One Gal Army, and Super Roy. So it's going to be a packed event. So make sure you show up for the Mad Colors Carnival Band. All right, so here we have it. Over to the lovely Dani. Dani is rubbing her hands. It's almost like she's rubbing her hands in glee. What have you got going on over there, Dani? Uh-oh. So Dani has a lot of hot topics, y'all.
Yes.
So we are going to get everything positioned on Dani, and then we're going to come back with some tunes. DJ Charger is here. He is going to be
rocking.
He's going to be rocking and giving us
As
a little
always.
taste of what we're going to get at Merge. Merge, people, merge. All right. So Dani, what's going on?
A lot.
Yeah, there you go. Dani said a lot. That's all we needed to
I have, if it was up to me, I'll have a whole laundry list, y'all, but I can only keep it short and sweet.
Well, we got about 25 minutes left of the show. So I know we can talk a lot more about that. So Dani, I know you've got a lot of hot topics. What is steaming right now? What is coming out of your ears?
Yeah.
Tell us what you got going on.
Okay.
While I fix Instagram.
Okay. So this is breaking news. This just
breaking news.
Yeah, this just came out. So Target, the famous store we all know and love.
Target.
Target.
Yes, Target. What is Target doing? What are they up to?
They're the latest company to announce the rollback on DEI initiatives in their company.
Oh. You know that's not going to go down well.
No, it's not.
That's not going to go down well at all because we love some Target.
Yeah. They join others such as Meta, Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's in doing so.
I'm shaking my head because I'm so disgusted. That was, these programs were put in place for fairness. But again, we're not living in a fair America right now.
Well, what can we really do?
So Target has announced that was today.
Yes.
And then others are following. There's going to be more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's going to follow.
As the weeks go on, as even the year goes on, there's going to be more companies adapting to this, and I'm very disappointed.
Yes.
Honestly.
And there's absolutely nothing we can do about
Nope.
it. We had a chance to do something about it, may I say, but we didn't. So here we are.
Yeah. Yep. Segue. Kendrick Lamar. So also today he announced that SZA, we all know, beautiful singer, beautiful voice, she will be joining him at the Super Bowl halftime show next month. I'm so excited. I love both of them. So.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. I just need for him to follow Queen Bee because that halftime show was amazing. He needs to now you need to up the bar with whatever he tried to do.
I think he'll do a great show. I'm actually excited for the Kendrick Lamar concert because I don't know what else is going on. Is there a game?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
We don't know yet.
Oh, that's true. There's 4 of them left. Okay. I don't really follow football. I probably wouldn't even, I say football because I call it football.
Yeah.
But it's really not football because for my football it's soccer.
Soccer, right, exactly.
Because I was told I was an immigrant. So my football is actually soccer. We play real football where I come from. But anyway. So the Super Bowl will probably be on in the background in my house. But then when Kendrick Lamar comes on, surround system, the whole shebang, and then it'll go back to being just background.
Honestly, people just really tune in for the Super Bowl show anyway, and the advertisements that come on too. People don't really pay attention to the game.
That's
like you said, people just have it in the background.
But you know what? I don't know who the 4 that's left. I saw it briefly on TV this morning. I think the one Eagle. No, let me not say anything because I might be wrong. All I want though is for whoever has not won it.
Yeah.
In those 4.
Yeah.
To win it.
I agree with you.
That's all I want. I don't want.
I agree.
Because I don't know who's in. Sorry, I have no idea.
It's okay. No worries. No worries. No worries.
It's the wave.
So segue. Marshall Montano, Soca King, Soca Monarch. He was on NPR's Tiny Desk. He had a Tiny Desk concert recently.
I saw that. That is so good. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that they were able to do that with him. That was his first time doing it. Right?
Yes. And it also marks a historic milestone as well because it's really given a platform and exposing, people to Caribbean music and Caribbean culture. So
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him. Big up to Marshall. Big up, big up,
I'm
big
so
up.
glad that he did that. He was able to do that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty popular. It
Yeah.
had a lot of footage.
And then hopefully this is going to lead the charge for more Caribbean artists to start coming up there and, doing the same thing. So it's awesome.
Yeah,
it was really good.
NPR. Tiny Desk, big up
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
But that kind of brings me on to the word audiences, because it doesn't matter whether you have one or two people tuned in. People watch the replay because they may not have watched it live, but they are watching it over and over and over again. So he's getting all of that footage, all of that exposure, even more so. Not that he needs it in our culture because he's the king, but just everybody else who've never heard of soca, nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Here we go. It needs to be in the Grammys.
Oh,
That's what we need. We kind of
need a
got pretty
category.
close. Both Patrice and Hez and I think Marshall Montano as well were on the list. They were Grammy considering they were the Grammys was considering their music for a Grammy. So hopefully it's not international. Please don't just categorize it international. It's not Afro beats. That's different. Soca needs its own category.
That's
Soca
another
needs its own
topic for another
category.
day, to be honest.
I hate when they just put it in international music or world
I hate
music
that.
is the other term that they use.
I hate
But it needs to have its own. Give some respect to soca.
Yes.
DJ Charger. Give some respect to soca. Okay? DJ Charger, what do you say? What do you say? DJ Charger said.
Yeah. Soca needs to drop a big bomb on them. That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
Agreed.
That's what's up.
Agreed.
So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take it back into time. Well, not quite. What we're gonna do, I actually said to Dani, which is something that we don't usually do. We only kind of just decided that today because there's so many things to talk about. There's a lot of hot topics, and we didn't really want to, have everybody miss out on hearing a lot of these hot topics. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually, I think we should write down maybe about 6 or 7, and we could list it.
Yeah.
And then when we come back next week, we're gonna talk some more. We're gonna talk some more about some of these hot topics because I'm sure between now and next week,
There's gonna be more stuff that comes out.
I have no doubt between now and next week, we are gonna have some other big thing. Actually, I did want to mention one thing. We just had Martin Luther King Day, just on Monday. So Martin Luther King, Trump is, and I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of agree in a way. So the assassination, MLK, JFK, RFK, all of those documents are going to now be available so that we could all find out exactly what happened, blow by blow. Now, the King family have actually said they don't mind that that he is signing this, this document so that everybody can see what really happened, but they want to see it first. They, as at said, before the public gets to view it, we would like to see what's in there. It could be a lot. It could be cover up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what actually happened and all these theories and little movies that they've made already saying what's going to happen, what happened to Martin Luther King. I am particularly interested because when I was in school, I did a project on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I remember that footage and everything really, really well. So I would love to know exactly what happened.
Here.
So I actually don't mind that out of everything that he's done, but everything else is So anyway, so right now, ladies and gentlemen, I told you a little bit about Merge, what is happening. So now we have the Merge man himself, Sir DJ Charger, is here, and he is going to take us out. He's going to take us out to the end of the show. So I just want to say I'll catch you guys next week. Danny and I will both be here. Oh, come on here. Oh my God. We'll catch you next catch me next week. And then Danny and I will both be back next week, Friday. So DJ Charger, what you got?
I got a lot of music.
You got
going
DEI
on.
over there? Do you have inclusion over there? That's what we want to know.
I got Bukuma, Tukuma, Lukuma, Tukuma, and Lukuma.
We want some DEI music.
All right, let's go.
DJ Charger.
Queen of a canal, I said knock and come in to my private area. DJ Charlie, come down to my private. Come down to my private area. Come down to my private. It's just you and me in this private area. Private area. It's just you and me in this private area. Private area. How are you jamming, 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 harder? Jamming a little harder. Now boy, now jamming to the soca. How are you jamming to the soca? Jamming, 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 jamming harder. Jamming a little harder. Now boy, now jamming to the soca. How are you jamming to the soca?
Yes, massive, it's all about the promo show.
Hey, you sweet to the bone.
With your host, the one and only, Cazzy Bee. The biggest bumblebee insider, ATL. Why you cut spot one in a white? Let go. Gotta say shout out to the one, Dani. Yes, I am. Big up yourself, you know. And your number one photographer is in the building doing the engineering. Mr. Lawrence Prescott, what you say?
Take my money, you. I'm going to take my money, you. Take my money, you.
Let's go.
She only like the expensive things. Expensive things. She only like the expensive things.
This is your boy Mo, so let's go.
Baby, you could take my money, you. All my money.
All roads lead to Merge. 71, 73 coming to the highway. Turn it up.
You like the Gucci and your stairs.
It's Saturday
You
night.
would take like my dream. You like
Saturday, January 25th. DJ Charlie, your birthday party. It's a bag.
Baby, you could take
It's a splash. Pay the dash. Come on with your cash.
Baby, you could take my money.
Build your stash. Let's go.
This gas, she expensive. Everything expensive. This gas, she expensive. Everything expensive. Take my money. Take my money. Take my money.
Here we go.
I love woman, oh yeah. I love girls. I love woman, oh yeah. I love.
This is Problem Child.
I love my woman, oh yeah. I love girls. I love woman, oh yeah. I love girls. Woman, I love you. I love you. Baby, I love you. I love you. Woman, I love you. I love you. Baby, I love you. I love you. Yeah, yeah. Jump with me, Joseph. Take our way with me, Joseph. Survey says.
This is all I write down.
It's been a dream. Yeah, 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 yeah. Another year. Tap down. Call me, come on, let we go. Let me go, let me go. Dreams in me, I know we ready for the road. Yeah. I have it done with the wine, but it's better when it goes. Lord, Lord, when you don't realize you like a burn in your soul. I think I'm being spent a dream. I think I'm being spent a have a cup full of alcohol.
Knowing that she's like become so fully come. Fully come, fully come. So we can't tell you, cause he knows he link it up. Yeah. I love it young with the wine, but it's better when it cold. Lord knows, and when it can't realize, she don't get fun in your soul. I'm telling you, pass me the liquor when the place turn up. Pass me the thing when the thing burn up. Pass me a drink, yes, I am. And I start to enjoy myself. I got the happy living life radio. Call your friend, tell a friend, turn the radio on and turn it on. DJ John is about to burn it up. I be happy is when I dream. Yeah. I be happy is when we on the promo show, people. All I know when I dream. I be happy. Feeling under the weather. Just make me feel sleep. I go teams this sugar. And together we are complete. You know what goes well with cocoa tea? Only you alone can white rum. White rum and cocoa tea. And better than Bailey's, I tell you. I could never let you go. Miss so she dead. You're not coming home, I wanna see you again. Rolling through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah, miss so she dead. When you turn it up, make it smooth like that. Oh yes, I am. It's pouring rain. With a button in fire, bubbling the soda. Raise the temperature higher, bubbling the closer. Anything get your fire, it's all on the come, all over the counter. With that button in fire, it's your cocoa. Yes, yes. I barely could concentrate. I feel a sugar rush in my vein. Shout out to my boy Lucian. Yeah, I'm missing. Tonight, Friday night, Fridays inside of Ole. Yeah. Making the day don't be late. Shout out to all my New Yorkers, my Californians, my Jamaicans, my Trinis, my Haitians. Everybody we're flying for merge, you know. Oh God. Could never let you go. Big up to all the guys that driving it. Oh God. It's smooth like that. When outside is cold. Yeah, tell you. Put a button in fire. Bubbling it over. Raise the temperature. What that thing about baseline? Anything that's sweet. So waistline covering sugar. Tell me like how much sweet. So skin like this baby butter. Tell me what's wrong with my body. Yes, I'm gonna put some sweetness in your cocoa tea. Champion of the party. All my sexy body GT gal. Stop bubbling. The bubbling champion. The bubbling champion. The bubbling champion. Oh gosh. The bubbling champion. Only can call me the champion. The bubbling champion. Only man them call me the champion. I want to challenge one of them soca girl, you know. Champion. The love for me. Biden. Bubbling. Biden. Bubbling. Biden. Bubbling. Biden. Oh God. Bubbling. I want to walk up my waist. Challenge. Bubbling. 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 The love for me. Bubbling. 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 Nah, it can't touch this. 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 It's moving from left to right. It's moving out of your sight. It's good to take time. I want that you ready. I want that you ready. I'll try to find it. Oh, let no mountain get in the way. Hey. You come cross the water, but through the fire. Oh, let the heart will show me the way. Everywhere you turn, you see people smiling. We don't see no green and red. Don't want nobody tell we won't leave it. Fight for the thing we must please. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Oh gosh, ladies. Take me to a place where my heart. I'm a good person to take up, you know. I pay for gas. Take me home. Everybody shouting up. Right there, it's a everything. It's a show.
Let's go. We all come from Calypso, bringing life full of joy. You can feel the spirit of the music.